Hello and welcome. So today we're going to set up an app icon and a splash screen for our app. Now here on the screen, I've got an iOS simulator and its corresponding code base. In the simulator, when I open up the dev menu, I can see we've got an app icon right here, which is a set of concentric circles, and it's kind of nondescript. This is just the default one. Also, if I reload the app, I see I get this bright white splash screen, and since this is a dark app, I'd really like that to display in dark mode. So let's go ahead and use a template to create an app icon and a splash screen. To do that, I'm going to go ahead and open up Figma. Figma is a design app, and it's going to make it easy for us to make these assets. You can find the link to this page in the description of this video. Once you're here, you can click Get a Copy. What this is going to do is take this template page and make a copy of it in your Figma account so that you can edit it and use all of the assets. So I'm going to click Get a Copy. And after a short load here, we're going to have all of the templates to use. Let's go through these and see what they are. So this first one is an iOS app icon template. Now, a lot of people use their company's logo as their app icon. And we've put some concentric circles here to make that a little bit easier. So this whitest circle is about how large, at its largest, your logo should be. The second one is about how small it should be. So if you have sort of a circular icon, it should probably fit somewhere in between these two circles. So I'm going to go ahead and make one real quick so we can see exactly what that looks like. I'm going to make one that is two circles right next to each other. And the app we're going to be working with today, I've named Form Duo. So we're going to make a duo of circles. So I'm going to copy the hue here for the second one, just to make it a little different of a blue. We're going to try to make this look kind of nice, maybe a lighter circle. All right, I think that's pretty good for an icon in 10 seconds. So going back to this icon, if I click on the frame, I want to get rid of all of those background guiding lines. So I can click on the background and hit the delete key, and just like that, they're gone. Now we've got a gray background here, and I'd really like that to be white. So I can click here where it says light base gray 100. I can unlink that, and I'm just going to put in 6 Fs here. Now we've got a white icon. Let's go see how that looks on a phone preview. So if we scroll down a little bit, we can see our icon amongst all of the other icons on the iPhone. This is looking like it fits in. I'm feeling pretty good. Let's move on to the Android side. So Android icons are a little bit different. They're adaptive icons, which means that they actually have a foreground and a background. On Android, icons can be circular or square or different shapes or be presented in different contexts. So to get maximum flexibility, we can have two separate icons that overlay each other, and we can make sure that our logo always fits in the middle. So to make this icon, I'm going to take our circles and copy them into this frame. Then I'm going to click K on my keyboard to scale this down proportionally. And I'm just going to make it fit pretty much inside those circles. And that's pretty good. Just like last time, let's go ahead and delete the background. Great. So now I've got that. Finally, I'm ready for a splash screen. A lot of people put their logo or their app icon on their splash screen, which is pretty good, and we could do that here, but I want to get to the next level. So the splash screen is actually part of the loading sequence of our app. And to users, it's going to be the first thing they see. So if we could make this part of the loading sequence and show some of the skeleton of the UI that they're going to see, it's going to make our app feel like it loads faster. So instead of using this middle icon approach, I'm actually going to go and take a screenshot of our app, and then we're going to trace over some of it. So if we go back to our app, which is right here, I can hit Command S or Control S. And then I can drag and drop this screenshot over into the splash screen. Once I do that, I'm going to drag and drop this to be as wide as possible. Now, some of the defining traits about this splash screen are that it has a top bar and also a bottom bar, and it's kind of hard to see, but there are some borders right here, and that's what we're going to trace. You could trace a lot of this, but I'm just going to keep it simple for the remainder of this video. So we've got this. I'm going to go ahead and make this line white, and I'm going to copy that line, and I'm going to drag another one down here. Okay, now that we've got that matching up, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to delete that screenshot. And then I'm also going to go and delete that background. Now, if we go look at the previews down here, we'll notice on a light background, we can't really see anything because those lights are white, those lines are white. But on the dark background, we can see those lines. So that's exactly what we want. All right, so let's go ahead and export all of these. I'm going to click on the splash, the adaptive icon, and the icon. Scroll down to the right over here and click Export 3 layers. And I'm going to put those right on my desktop. All right, so let's figure out how we can integrate these into our app. If I open up my app again, we have our code here. And inside of app.json, we can see where all this stuff is configured. So the splash key controls this and at least controls where our splash icon is. And we can set the image here. So it's this splash.ping under assets and images. The background color is white. Now I know I want that to be black. So I'm just going to set that to black right now. Okay, go ahead and save that. I'm going to open up assets and then images. And I'm going to take all three things I just created and I'm going to throw them in here. We're going to replace the existing ones. Okay, so coming back to our app, if I open up the dev menu, now I can see our app icon appearing in the dev menu. That's exactly what we want. And once we build this app, that'll be the icon that actually appears on our home screen. If I also reload the app, I can now see these two lines I just put, and then they sort of fade into the rest of the app. We could probably make that look a little smoother, but this is the start of a really nice splash screen that feels as like it's a part of our loading sequence. There's a lot more customization we can do with the icon and the splash images in our app. So right now we're defining the icon here, and then we're defining the splash screen here. Inside of the iOS and Android keys, we can actually override these global ones. So if I were to put a splash icon inside of iOS, and then let's say we had a different one here, I could define a different one that is only available on iOS, for instance. So this gives us a lot of customization and makes it so we can make icons that look great on both platforms. So I hope this video was helpful. Please go out there and make some awesome app icons and splash screens. And until next time, happy coding.